An aerial view of a residential building. Jennifer Robbins, Executive Director.
What makes CHKC different from other service providers is that we have a 16-unit affordable housing, and what makes us unique is that all of our consumers live within those units independently.
A nearby intersection.
We also offer intervenor services.
The building address 422.
For all of our consumers, both in the apartment building and those who are living out in the community.
Bumblebees in the garden out front of the building.
Deafblind individuals can access up to 24 hours per week of intervenor services through CHKC.
Marta Zaharia, Consumer Support Specialist.
We refer to ourselves as CSSs, Consumer Support Specialists.
ASL artwork in an office.
If there is a deafblind person in need, they might not know a lot about what intervenor services are. And so we go out and visit them in their homes, and we give them information about what we do and who we are.
An intervenor and a deafblind woman take a walk outside.
An intervenor is someone that works in the deafblind community. We are there strictly for communication. So we go out into the community alongside them. It's promoting independence of that consumer. The intervenor becomes the eyes and ears of someone who has both vision and hearing loss.
Nazar Strayko, tenant, and his intervenor, Marta.
So now I've been living here for over 29 years, and next year it's going to be 30 years.
Nazar playing drums.
When I had my vision, I was much more independent. I could do a lot more things myself. When I used to get intervention, I used to only get 6 hours a week. So I couldn't wait to move into this place. I went from 6 hours to 24 hours, and it made a big difference. So I tell the intervenors what I want to do, and then I go. For example,
Nazar playing harmonica.
Going to do some activities. Same like all of you are doing. It's very good here. It's a good, safe, clean place to live.
The exterior of the training center.
Once the apartment building was up and running, we decided we wanted to see what other needs were out there for the deafblind communities. The desire to have a center where
a deafblind man prepares food in a cooking class.
They could access skills training that allows all of our consumers to live within their units independently, which is extremely important for their mental health and for their well-being, and to be participating members of society.
Elio Virgilio, Consumer Relations Coordinator, and his intervenor, Amy Lawson.
The best thing about CHKC is that the amount of access we can provide to the deafblind community.
A Helen Keller Barbie doll.
So I do work with the deafblind community here, and we offer training programs in this building here. So this is the training center, and we teach them different methods of communication. And it doesn't matter if you're deaf, deafblind, or hearing. Everyone needs to learn how to communicate with each other.
An intervenor communicates with a deafblind woman using ASL.
So some communication methods we use are ASL, American Sign Language, Pro-Tactile Sign Language. We use Braille.
A person's hands reading Braille. An intervenor prints on palm.
Another method is we use print on palm, so writing letters on someone's palm. So a lot of our communication methods are touch-based, and that way the consumers can lead an independent life and they can learn to communicate for themselves. Or they need to learn skills, so in here we might offer learning how to cook safely.
The deafblind man finishes cooking the meal.
And we offer different activities and social groups, so that way people aren't staying at home and feeling isolated. They can come out and enjoy life and actually see their community.
So the training center, it is what I call our social hub of the community.
A staff member prepares breakfast.
They have many peer groups, such as Breakfast Club, which is outreach into the community.
The staff member delivers breakfast to a deafblind woman.
So it's not only just the community here at CHKC.
The garden behind the training center.
We have Garden Club. It's really the heart of our community.
Nadine Anderson, tenant, and her intervenor, Laura Hayden.
You know, if people are losing their vision or their hearing and they don't really know what they're going to do about the future and they want to become more independent, you know, at RCA, everybody is deafblind, and so you have the ability to communicate, you can socialize.
Nadine walks down the hall at CHKC.
And we definitely want to encourage people who are deafblind to have intervenor services to help stop isolation. Can help you with food shopping, can help go to the doctors, It can help you communicate and create stronger relationships with your friends or your family. If you live at RCA, then you have access to an intervenor 24/7.
An intervenor in an office uses a braille machine.
You can have the ability to have an intervenor scheduled every 2 weeks. It helps with independence. It helps learn.
What keeps me here are the people that I work with. Everyone has a special place in my heart.
Marta talks with Nazar.
A lot of the people that I do work with have also been here a long time. It does really feel like a family here. If anyone needs any kind of service, whether that's orientation and mobility training, life skills training, please give me a call. We are always here. You can also email us. You can use the TTY. We are always accessible.
Flowers in the garden in front of the building.
CHKC supports Canadians who are deafblind to be independent and to achieve their personal goals and their goals out in the community.
An aerial view of the residential building.
If you'd like more information about the Canadian Helen Keller Centre, please visit chkc.org.